I'm Jesse,
I'm Lizzie.
and together we're Sugar Camp Farm.
Sugar Camp Farm is composed of 78 acres, and we have 42 sheep, formerly 44. We have 2 ducks, formerly 6. We have 3 pigs. We have 1 dog, 1 cat, and we have 12 cows that belong to our neighbors that we keep on our land in exchange for using their tractors because trades are awesome. We grow all kinds of vegetables.
We have about an acre in vegetable production.
But the cool thing about farming is it's always different depending on the season. The spring is very different from the summer, which is very different from the fall, which is very different from the winter. So it's never a dull moment, and the routine changes with the season. But animal care has to happen every day, and during harvest season, harvest has to happen in the spring and fall before market, and the summer like every day, 5 days a week.
My background is in landscaping. I did that for years when I was younger, and then I got my degree in landscape design. And the thing that kind of led me to farming was my 4 years of work with the Missouri Soil and Water Conservation Program, and working a little bit and mostly eating with my neighbors who were urban farmers. And then my 2 years of experience on other farms, after I decided that I wanted to pursue farming. That's basically what led me here.
I have a bachelor's degree in Spanish, and that led me to Costa Rica, where I got introduced to the idea of biodiversity and taking care of the planet, and you could work as a biologist and study animals and creatures. And I started actually caring much more deeply for the planet because I saw this very fragile and complex system in being threatened, which eventually led me to graduate school in forestry with an emphasis on forest ecology and entomology, where I studied insects.
And where she met me.
And where I met Jesse.
We met at a street party potluck. And we were all hanging out outside, and Lizzie was biking through and
on my regular
knew
commute.
some of the other people there. Isn't that why you stopped, basically?
And I saw Jesse, and I started talking to him and noticed he didn't have a wedding ring. And eventually we went out on a date, but we were really excited about each other almost immediately. And he took me on the best date. We went on a walk with his 2 dogs to the park and hung out under a tree, and they ran around. It was really fun. Then we fell in love.
Her love for life and people is contagious, and she's just a lovely, loving being.
You care a lot about people. You care a lot about your work, especially the well-being of the animals, and you're just so hardworking. And you also take very good care of yourself, and I really admire that. You're just really goofy, and if you weren't, life would be so much more boring. So I'm so glad we're both such weirdos, and we have so much fun together. I really love to learn, and I love to teach, and I love to blab about the science of plants, etc.
It's been somewhat organic, I guess you could say, because I'm...
No pun intended. We use 0 chemicals. We use some row covers to cover our crops to avoid using pesticides. We use biodynamic practices, which is a way of creating compost teas that you spread on your fields that really help the biodiversity of the soil. My favorite thing about farming is the freedom and creativity that, and making my own decisions about my work and what seems to be the most important for that time. I love eating vegetables that I grew. Watching seeds that you plant sprout is so awesome.
Also for me, just being outside around the animals is great. I just enjoy it a lot.
Another part of our ethics is having a strong community.
I think no matter who you are and what you do, some level of community is always important.
If you're interested in farms and you're interested in local food, start buying local food and supporting your farmer and building a relationship with them, whether it's us or another local farmer, because a lot of people are doing good work. Food brings people together.